Alright, what is up guys? So today we're just going to be doing an unboxing. I have the CC-v1 kit. I know some people have been waiting for this. That's upside down. I know some people have been waiting for this kit to come out. This is obviously for the Axial Capra. So I figured we'd just do like a little unboxing. I'm not going to build it yet because I'm waiting for Jess to basically write the instructions, because when I build these, I do like to help him basically proofread the instructions to hopefully we catch any errors before they, go out to you guys. So we're just going to go down to the table, and I kind of just wanted to show you guys what comes in the kit, if you're not familiar with -G. So let's go down to the table and we'll open it up and see what we got. Okay, so let's crack this thing open. So, if you guys aren't familiar with -G, what it is it's a chassis kit that includes everything you need to convert your stock crawler into an LCG crawler, so in this case the Capra. Let's see. So first, we've got our hardware bag. So, all of your stainless steel screws. We've got some bearings in there. And we've got the transfer case gears. And then the Capra, if you can see that through the bag, also includes rod ends for your links. And I'll explain that when we go back up. Okay, so in this bag, you're gonna have your motor plate, and this is where you mount the spur gear on this side. Then we've got our bumper uprights. Ignore the bumper bar, that's not supposed to be in there. Yours won't come like that. We've got our upper link, pan hard link, and then these are the chassis spacers that go in between the suspension. This is the prop shaft that connects the spur gear to the transfer case, GRC. This is the skid, and this is the extended skid for a stubby style motor, like an Outrunner. Like in this case, I'm using either a Holmes Hobby or a Team Brood Bryant S. And then that's where the bumper bar should be, because that's an option part, or a part where you have to select which size you want, right? And then we've got our spur gear, and then this is all of the 3D printed parts. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Okay, so we've got our sliders. All 3D printed stuff. All of Jess's 3D prints are super high quality. So we've got our sliders. This is the rear body post mount, and then it's got the grid on it for your rubber band adjustments, and then this is just for the Traxxas body post. It's the front bumper, the servo mount, and front body post holder. This is for the spur gear that just bolts to the front motor plate. Some bearings going there. Pan hard mount. And then, so these pieces, because, the Capra is, from the factory, it comes with a chassis mounted servo. No, axle mounted servo. And so since we switched it, or since Jess switched it to chassis mount, he includes a pan hard for the front axle. rear bumper. And then these two pieces, this is your transfer case, right? So gears just go in there. Then that just bolts to the skid. That whole thing right there is your transfer case. And then, like, part of the reason, or one of the reasons it took a while for Jess to kind of get all of this sorted out. Let's see, I don't want to make a mess. So some of these things, like these shafts, these are for, you know, the spur gear, and then two of those are for the transfer case, and then you've got your spur adapter. All of this stuff Jess had to have machined. Like he designed it, but you know, he had to farm out the manufacturing. So just these shafts, they took quite a while for him to like nail down the production of these. Put all this back. And then of course you have your frame rails. All right, so yeah, that's everything that comes in the box. He started including rubber bands, at least, you know, for your initial build. These will, you know, wear out and you'll have to get more. We got some candy. I don't really eat a lot of candy, but my kids like it. All right, so let me clean this up and we'll go back up and talk a little bit more about it. All right, guys, so yeah, that was just a quick unboxing of the CC-v1 Capra kit. And look at those rails. And I'm pretty excited about this one, and so I'll kind of explain to you guys like how this process has worked with Jess, because he came up with the idea to make these kits last winter. It's been about a year. Because we were both, you know, we were crawling with like TRX4 Sports. And so for the way that Jess does these designs, he needs to have the actual truck in hand. So over summer, I acquired a used Capra, and then I gave it to him so he could design the chassis for it. Like, that's how he designs the chassis. Like, he has to have the actual kit. He, around the same time, he acquired the SCX-10 and that's how he was able to do that one. You know, like I said, it started with the TRX4, and then I got the Capra, I gave it to him. And so, the way he does it, he hasn't, I think Jess is pretty humble, so he doesn't, like, talk about a lot of this stuff. But the way he does it, so Jess does 3D design for a living. He's a professional 3D designer. So it's really neat the way he does it. He has this handheld laser scanner, and so he can, like, you give him like a TRX4 and he puts it on like this little platform and he scans it and it renders it in the computer, and then he can start his design from there. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I've worked with a lot of people that do 3D modeling, you know, because I used to be a drone racer. But the way that he does it is just, it's like kind of next level, because he can, like, he literally can scan the truck and then from there start plotting out the LCG chassis, you know, from the ground up. It's crazy. So the Capra, like I said, the Capra was mine, and compared to the Traxxas or even the SCX-10 it was a bit of a project, because to convert the Capra to a flat rail chassis build using the stock links, it was kind of a challenge. And so that's why this kit includes these Revo rod ends, is because that it allows us to use the stock links and to control the wheelbase. It comes down to, the 312 wheelbase. And then, if you want it stretched or whatever, you can just use the stock links. And we'll talk more about that when I do the build video, and hopefully I can get some driving footage. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick unboxing, and then I kind of just wanted to break down how Jess goes about designing these kits. That's why, you haven't seen a lot of like SCX-10.3 footage from me. It's because that's Jess's truck, and I've never even really driven it. But the Capra's like kind of my baby. So yeah, I'm really excited to build this. If Jess doesn't finish the instructions in like the next couple of days, I might just build it anyway. We'll see. But yeah, I'm stoked to build it. Got a brand new body for it that I'm going to paint up. And that'll probably be a new video maybe next week. And I think all we're waiting for is the instructions. And so once the instructions are done, then he'll probably list the Capra kits pretty soon. Maybe not before Christmas, but pretty soon. So if you guys have been waiting for the Capra kit, it's basically ready, and it's going to be on sale soon. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to build this thing probably in the next couple of days. Try to get some footage, and we'll do a build video. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.